Hello everybody and welcome back to Grocery Store Tycoon. I'm just getting some stuff on the shelves here. I am a bit late. I've only just opened. It's quarter to 11, 11:45, and I've only just opened. Reason for that, I was basically playing around with stuff because I'm getting quite a few screen tear issues. So I was trying to solve all of those issues. And then I was ordering stock, and Debbie, I didn't send Debbie home in time, so I had to wait for her to come in, so we got started a bit late. And yeah, so it's just slowed us up a little bit today. It shouldn't be too much of a problem though. So I'm just getting everything on the shelves, ready stocked. I've moved the tomato sauce around here. Because it was over here before. It didn't really go just there. I will find something else to put there in future. I've ordered quite a lot of paper towels and stuff like that. We're going to have excess stock. I might put those ones up there. Well, we'll have some excess stock of those because I didn't really need them. I thought that was fine. I'm going to, though, restock the impulse items for $300. This just gives us some little impulse buys here. So what we got there, like Snickers, Reese's Pieces, Mentos, and I can't think what that really is in real life, but it looks familiar. So hopefully they'll also grab the odd one of those as they walk by. And we'll get some little impulse buys going. But the feedback on this game was pretty good. A lot of you wanted to see more of it, so here I am bringing more of it. So we will continue this as a series. I know the full game is coming at some point, so whether we'll have to start again at some time, I'm not entirely sure. That looks like an impulse buy, Bricola. Nice. Our impulse buy has worked already. Yeah, so whether we'll have to restart at some point, I don't know, but we can have a little bit of fun before that comes around. Let's finish getting some stuff on the shelves. Green beans. There you go, just there. Tomato sauce. I think we're probably full stock. Well, not quite. You get lots of stuff on your shelves. Lots of stuff. I really like that. It really feels like you can have enough stuff on your shelves that you either don't need to be ordering all of the time, or if you do keep up with your orders, you don't have to store it in your warehouse. You can actually store it in the store. So you don't have to be constantly backwards and forwards to the warehouse or having an employee coming to do that straight away. That is a lot of items. That's a big shop, sir. Here for you weekly, I see. It's a shame we don't sell more products. So I have unlocked the... I can have a cashier, but we haven't unlocked the management side of that yet. So I can't have the cashier until we get one more point, which checkout 30 customers gets us another token. So we should do that at some point today. Pick up 20 discarded items. I haven't actually... I don't... Does a shopping basket count as a discarded item? I doubt it does. So I haven't really been able to pick anything up because we haven't got anything to pick up particularly. Not really getting any litter or anything, so... which one is that? The bottom one. Salty chips. Go down there. Green beans go on here. So we could have ordered maybe a little bit more. I took the money pretty, as you can see, I've only got $94. So I took the money most of the way down with the order. Might as well take this through here now. I don't think there are even any bags or anything in here to throw away. Thrown everything away. There's one or two outside. So I don't know if I can get the 20 discarded items. We've got 3 days to do it. So maybe it's an accumulation thing. Maybe that does happen over time. Or you'll get bits to throw away. I don't know. But we should get the 30 customers done anyway, so that's fine. Snickers and Mentos. So they're doing quite well. They do add a couple of extra purchases. I don't know how... So at the moment it just says impulse items are full. I don't know how quickly they sell out, but presumably they just disappear when they do, and you just add more. So, have I got anything more I can buy? Go to order. If you're new to this game, by the way, it is part Tycoon, part first person, so it's a normal supermarket simulator. That's our character over there, Debbie. So you play it like I've been doing at the beginning of this episode, but you also come out of it to do like this, which is almost Tycoon-like, where you've got the ordering and you can build stuff and what have you as well. So we can unlock bananas, but that's about it for our dried goods, isn't it, at the moment? So we really want to go cold. If we want any more produce... we're going to have to go cold items. I think we've about exhausted the dry. Let's say this is not the full game. This is only the first store, so it's a bit like a prologue, I suppose. So I don't actually know how long this will take us to do. We might actually finish this before the full game comes out, and then obviously we can start the full game with all the rest of the stuff, the full amount of products and everything else that comes with it at the time. Hello there, sir. I will say, people seem to buy a lot of stuff, but early in the game, and this is not a bad thing, this is a good thing. Because often in these games, you start and people buy like 2 or 3 items or something. It takes quite a while, doesn't it, to get going? I actually feel this is a bit more realistic. If you go into a shop, people, apart from spending $216, which is a lot of money to drop in a small store like this, but the amount of items feels a bit more realistic than everybody just buying 2 things all the time. I feel like I can, you know, level up a bit faster, which I think we've actually done. We have leveled up. So I think that will have given me a token, which I can now use for employee management, which means we can get an employee. So if I do employee management to unlock that, we'll sort that in a moment. Let's just continue to serve a few of these customers, because we are coming up to our busiest hour. If you missed the first episode, recommend you go and check it out. You'll see me get set up. But if you don't remember or do not wish to, 3 p.m. is roughly our busiest time in this area. This local area gets busy at 3 p.m. So where we have our store should get busier over the next hour or so. Although it feels pretty busy now, to be honest. As soon as we get a moment, I am planning on getting the employee, but I have a feeling, based on the amount people are buying, and I know you get a lot of stuff on your shelves, but we might need to do a little bit of a stock take. Alright, check out 10 customers, we'll get 50 XP. So we should get 50 XP. Now that's interesting, in that, do I still get the XP for that if I had an employee? Does that count for me, or does that count for everybody as the store? I wonder. You would hope that your employee gains you XP. But I don't know for sure. After we've served this customer, it looks like we're going to get a second. Alright, let's have a look at getting ourselves an employee. First, let me grab the money out of the till, just in case there's a upfront payment to be made. Right, should be in manage then. So if I go down to manage and then workforce, we can now come over here. Cashier applicants. We have Ruby or Sienna. Now, they're both pretty unreliable, really. They've only got 1-star reliability. Both pretty social. 3 out of 4, I think it is, or maybe 3 out of 5. I'm not sure. Work speed. Ruby's got a good 4-star work speed and a 2-star walk speed, but her work is... I don't need her to walk anywhere, because she's only going to be behind the cashier's desk anyway. I think I'll go Ruby. They both cost the same, but she's quicker, so we'll go Ruby. So we'll hire Ruby. Now, I think... Do I then need to set a shift going for her? Because I'm not sure... I'm not sure. Lay off shift A. I think she just works shift A. Send home layoff. She arrived? Is she here? I think that's Ruby there. I think that is Ruby. So if I turn off the cash register and on, does she come to work? I think I've just sent all of my people home. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that, everybody. Ah. It's because I'm operating this register, you see, when you turn it on. And I remembered in the demo, I forgot to turn it off. Oh, we've just lost loads of customers there. That was an error. Oh, no, they chucked it all over the floor. Though these probably count as discarded items. So we might get a token out of that. We might get something out of that error. I just remember in the demo version, I had to switch my checkout off because Ruby wouldn't go for it. I can't remember. I should have done this at the end of the day. This was not good, was it? Select send home layoff. How do I get it to come to work? I've got the hours here, but this is locked for me, so I can't tell her what to do until I get this. Is that right? Have I just got an employee I can't use? Where is she? I can't do anything with her. I can't remember what I did in the demo to get it to work. Waiting for a closed... Ah, she is waiting for a closed register. So I was right. She's waiting for a closed register, and then they come and open. So I was right, but unfortunately I've now opened it again, and it's now me. So she's waiting for a closed register. But when I closed, everybody put their stuff down and ran away. So we lost out on a hell of a lot of customers. Yeah. And now she's still waiting. I can't close because I'm too busy. I could buy a second checkout. So I was right. You do need to close your checkout. Unfortunately, I didn't think that would send everybody away when that happened. I thought they'd just stand there. It'd be better if they did, I think, because that's very easy to lose a lot of customers. And then what I shouldn't have done is then panic and reopen, thinking that it wasn't working, because she just walked through there anyway. She would have eventually found a way to this checkout. Oh well, we live and learn. Just got to try and whiz a few people through here to get to a point where I can close. And then Ruby can work, but we've only got like a couple of hours left anyway. Oh, I don't know. Should we just throw some customers away again, I think? I'll serve you. Go like that. Sorry. Close. Everybody drops their stuff everywhere. Then Ruby should come to work, I think. And I'm going to pick up all of this stuff. And this should hopefully clear the discarded item problem. Now, the issue I have here, I think Ruby's coming to work. Is Ruby coming to work? Pretty sure Ruby's coming to work. Turning the corner. And yes, Ruby's come to work. So that is the way you do it. That's fine. A bit of a lesson that at least I've learned it. If you're not playing this game yourself, at least I've done it, and you can see the issue of turning your checkout off when you've got customers. Now, I can pick multiple of the same item up. So that's handy for that, but for a lot of the individual items, I can't do that. So we'll have to... Any more of these anywhere? What would be interesting if we had a restocker, if they would pick all this stuff up from the floor or not. I'm guessing they probably would. Right, we have cleared that, or yeah, we have cleared that. So that's kind of worked out for us. That gave us something. So we lost quite a bit of custom, and got a bit of a job having to pick everything up off the floor, but we did get a token out of it. That's decent. So I'm guessing they just drop stuff over the floor randomly occasionally anyway then. Otherwise you would never pass that. I know sometimes when you've got your employee there, they don't want an item, I think it is sometimes, and you take it back, a bit like in real life. Actually, I don't want that now. Or it's damaged or something. So you go and take it away. But maybe they just drop stuff on the floor anyway. Right, 50... What have we got? 15 shopping baskets to return. Well, there's a few just there. Zero back on here. Well, at least now I've made that mistake. I will never make that mistake again. We need to buy some more Coca-Cola. We'll do that at the end of the day, I think. Just going to continue to get all of this stuff on the shelves. Hopefully at some point, I mean, I don't think I'll ever do that again, but if I do accidentally close the checkout and they just drop the stuff over the floor, it'd be nice if it stayed in their basket or something, and I could just take their basket back around and put stuff on the shelves rather than having to pick everything up. that basically becomes a big cart, or maybe they go and put their own stuff back or something. As I say, I don't think this will happen to me again. Right, something's gone wrong here. What's gone wrong? Needs assistance. Why do we need assistance? I think she doesn't want this anymore. I think was the thing there. We started putting her through anyway because I took a while. I think she doesn't want this anymore. So that's the kind of thing I was meaning. So I think they do that quite regularly. So that would have been the discarded items. I don't know if I took a while to get there. And it just decided, you know what? I think Ruby just took charge and just decided, you know what? I'll deal with it. Forget the manager. He's busy. Right, finally, I picked everything up off the floor. Okay, we're doing okay. We good, Ruby? Right, so Ruby's going to work there. Now, I'm very tempted to get, at some point, a second checkout. Now, we've not got a lot of room in here. Ruby's pretty quick, but Ruby will have a certain energy level, a bit like I have as well, so she won't work constantly. But I am tempted to get a second checkout for if we get even busier. Like, if we get really busy, it might need 2 checkouts, but you can't really fit 2 checkouts in here. I mean, I could maybe put one here against the glass, and I could stand here. But it's a little bit tight, and we don't have any space for fridges and freezers and stuff like that. So I'm going to wait until we get the next expansion for that, I think. So if I go into the build, I think it is. Here we go, store expansions. So we can expand the store. We need to do it in the progress tree before actually doing it. But these cost $7,000, plus we need to get ourselves somewhere. Where would it be? Down here, probably? Here we go. Expansion. So we need to get all of this stuff done first in the token tree before we can even get there. So it'll be a while before we get the second checkout, because I just don't think there's enough room in here. We do, though, have a opportunity here to spend a token. Now, I could do the walk-in cooler. That would unlock cold goods for us, so we can have a little fridge area. Got a vast amount of room for that either, to be honest, but I'd quite like to get some fridges on the go. Stocker, I think we need the utility cart before we get that. So that's... I'll wait for now. I'm okay doing the stock myself, particularly if we've got Ruby on checkout. So, I think that's what that means anyway. I'm going to go walk-in cooler, because that means we can then start purchasing some of these cold items. And that's just more items for us to sell, isn't it? So let's go ahead and do that. Walk-in cooler. Unlock. Then after doing this, I'll probably do inventory management, I think. Now, do I have... I just thought there. Do I actually have... So, yeah, I don't even have the cooler yet. Interesting. So I've got the cold items... So we can buy cold items to keep in. There's no point doing that either at the moment because I don't have the shelving unlocked, do I? Yeah. It's a shame that doesn't come with a basic cooler. Because there's very little I can do until we now get the cooler shelf. Or the produce stand. So until I get another token, I can't actually do anything just there. So we need to whiz our way through some of these. But I do want to get the inventory management as well, because at the moment I can't manage my inventory from here. I can't change prices or anything like that and keep track of it. Not that we really need to. I think we make quite a bit of money as it is. I think we're about to end the day. Shift has ended. I think Ruby is finished. I think she does, memory serves, put baskets back for me as well. She does indeed. So her last duty of the day, of any day, will be to put any baskets back before she goes home. So you don't need to always do that yourself. And away she goes. See you tomorrow, Ruby. I'm probably then going to just do a little bit of stock taking. And then, guess we should just head to tomorrow, shouldn't we? So, let's see. Order. What do we need? I think just cola, maybe? I might get, see, if you get 1 to 3 of these, they cost $25. If you get 4 plus, the price goes down to 18 for every one, I assume, after that. I'm going to get 6 lots of those. Because... Actually, no, I'm going to get more. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get a full 10 of those. Because we sell out of them very quickly because you don't get many in a thing. So, I mean, that's only a case of 2. So you don't get a lot in your thing there. We can put them there and on the top shelf if we need to. Other stock looks okay, I would say, apart from crackers. So maybe get some crackers and stuff like that. So we'll get some... let's get 6 crackers. Because loads go on there. I'll also get 6 salty chips. I'll leave the hot ones for now. I'll get some more pasta, though. Where is the pasta? There it is. We'll get another 4 of those. It's quite an expensive order, so we'll just leave it like that. So I'll place that order. We'll send Debbie home because Debbie doesn't need to be here right now. Because we can deal with that in the morning. So Debbie's going to go home to rest up. You'll see her energy bar go up there. There is coffee as well. So if we had a walk down here, if you get stuck for energy, you can come and grab a coffee from here. So Debbie's gone. So that leaves me at the store on my own, but I am now in Tycoon mode only. I can't sort of walk. Well, you can go... You can send the camera down here and kind of walk around. You can't really do anything without Debbie. So Debbie's home. So there's not really a lot for me to do right now. So I'm going to bring you back when Debbie comes back to work. So we'll start at the beginning of the next day. I'll probably be bringing in some stock or something like that. Hopefully Ruby will come to work and we'll do another day. Hopefully we can get 15 shopping baskets. We should do that for the XP. We should get that for the XP as well. I could do some more tokens. So hopefully that one will clear and then we can get some more tokens coming in. So that's the plan for the next day. So I'll bring you back when we're ready to start. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I'm just waiting for Debbie to come back to work. Ruby has already arrived. Look at this. Ruby has arrived at 6 a.m. We don't even open till 7. That is some dedication, getting here an hour early, especially when her only duty is really to work cash register and get shopping baskets. I don't think she does anything more, though she is walking with a purpose. I don't know what you're doing here, Ruby. Just having a walk round, are you? She's walking with a purpose this way. I thought she was going to give me a hand with today's stock, but I don't think so. She'll be there ready for when the store opens, so that's handy. At least I can get a full day open. As with when I brought you in for the episode, it was already nearly 11, wasn't it? Basically because I was busy doing this, and I didn't want to be open, because there's no way I can stay open and be out here, because you just can't manage your checkout. Now we can. So we will be able to manage Ruby a little bit better in future. Once we get the management tab open to sort of set hours for our workers, we can tell Ruby to come in at 7. She doesn't need to be here at 6. We can tell her to come in at 7. Or we could open at 6. There is the option to open slightly earlier, I believe. So we can open slightly earlier, or we could just have Ruby come in at 7, rather than her turning up an hour early for work. We can have more control over that once we unlock it. Right, where are you going, Ruby? Where are you going? I can't get down there. But she managed to slide away down there. She must be younger than she looks. That's something a child would do, isn't it? A little kid would find their way down there. Right, crackers. On there. Chips down there. I am a big fan of how this works. This is so much easier than a lot of these games. Just going to the shelf and it pops on. It makes doing this a lot quicker and a lot more pleasant. Like when I was doing Cafe Mart, it was taking me 20 minutes to do this. for a similar amount of products, just because of the way that worked. This is a lot easier. Not get any more on that bottom shelf, or having to go on the top. Right, that's crackers, so they're leftover crackers then. Put those down there. Salty chips. Just get those on. That's there. Yeah, we're not going to get any more crackers, are we? So that can go down there. I'm just going to leave those to the side. There's absolutely no point putting those away in storage, because at some point today, I would imagine, we're even selling crackers now, look. At some point, I would imagine we'll be able to get all of those on the shelves. So I'm just going to leave those to the side there. Absolutely no point placing them in here just right now. But eventually we will have shelving in here, and we will have everything fully stocked in here. And then probably an employee that will come from here and take stuff in there for us. Got our cold storage here if you missed the first episode. So this is where you keep all of your cold stuff, and you keep your frozen stuff in here so it doesn't melt. Alright, that's all taken care. So this is all taken care of itself now. Sell 15 green beans. 30 XP? I don't want XP. I want tokens. I need tokens. So when Debbie gets up here, we'll get another point for when she goes through there. But I could do with some extra tokens. This is where starting with Spider Mike would have been good. Because he started with an extra 2 tokens, I think, at the beginning. It's one of our starting choices. Debbie gains it faster. I think she levels up faster over time. But you start with less in terms of tokens. So, bit of a gamble either way. I tell you what, Ruby is super quick. How fast she is. She's like a machine. Get in there, Ruby. Well done. Right, let's return some of these. That might just clear, or get towards clearing that XP. I don't know how many of these tasks you can have on the right-hand side running at one time. I would imagine it's pretty much 4 is probably its limit. I don't think it's just going to be endless. Maybe it is endless. Out there to prove me wrong. Order at least 20 cases of any item type. Now, is that in one go, or is that just over time? Because I could order 20 cases of something, I suppose. Of any item. So it's any item. So it's just 20 cases, isn't it? So we just need 20 items. We don't really need any more stock as such right now. I guess I could buy more, like, toilet paper and paper towels. Or toilet paper in particular. We could get some more toilet paper. I don't need 20 cases, though. So I guess we get some salt as well. If we were to get 5 toilet papers... If we got 5 lots of salt as well, so that's 10. See how we go with what items we might need next. Get some money out of the till, because there's no way I'm going to be able to afford that. It is only for XP. 1,600 in the till, nice. I mean, XP, of course, does give you tokens, because obviously it levels Debbie up, but... What else could we get? I suppose we could get another few pineapple juices. We could get some more... let's see. I could get 5 pineapple juices. It's all going to come in, isn't it? It's all selling. It's not like it's not selling. So we could get another 5 of those. So that would just leave us 5 of something else to get. Which could be green beans and canned corn, to be honest. Although they're not super low, they're lower than other things. So we're actually going to well outdo the requirement here then. So we'll get all of that. 1,000. I'm going to get some corned beef as well. Because we can. Make sure nothing's on sale. It's not. It looks like we got bananas here, because we've got the fresh... That's a dried good, but it goes on the shelf, I think. Now, I assume that goes on a produce stand, which is why I'm not going to buy it. Place the order, so that's cleared that as well. It's good. Yeah, I think that's going to have to go on a produce stand, isn't it? because it's produce. So even though it's not refrigerated, I think that's a produce item. And that would have to go on one of these, which are cold but not fridge. I could be wrong. Maybe it does just go on a shelf, but I would think it would go on a produce stand. But it's weird it's in the dried goods area, isn't it? Anyway, things are going to start running through here fine. That's still full, so that's good. Has the order arrived yet? Not quite. Let's have a little walk around. See what's going on over here. So I've got a barber shop just here. Be nice if these, I mean, that's asking a lot. If these were all like running things, that would be cool. But it would also be excessively heavy on the game. Like, there's no reason to have all of that going on. All right, I think that's our order coming. See that truck in the distance? That's our delivery driver, I believe. People stop walking in front of him and cutting him up. He'll get here sooner. I think he's an invisible delivery driver. Yeah. Ooh, he's got a car right inside of him as well. All right, let's go and get the cart here. Thank you. I thought so. I just looked up there. We're 5 now, aren't we? So that leveled us up. Oh, that's good. So we leveled up. So I can either do inventory management, or maybe I should get the produce stand or a cooler, so then we can start getting more stuff. So this is where it gets tricky. Because also we could... Now these, I don't think I can do this yet. So we've got employee management. For some reason this is blocked out. I'm guessing this is just because we're in this sort of prologue kind of version of the game, first store. So it's not the full game. When the full game comes, obviously we'll have access to everything else, because these are still grayed out, even though we've got that. Unless that means that's a two token item, maybe. But you would think it would have gone bright since it's happened with all the others. So I'm guessing at the moment we're limited still with these, which is fine. So do we go inventory management, which isn't really that important because we're making so much money at the moment. In the full version of the game, I'd like to get this up fairly soon because you get so much detail here. Obviously, we can see 3 of the items. So you know how much you've got in stock. You know what the demand is. You know how much you're selling. You can see what the gap between the two is. You can see what your market value is and how much your profit, what your profits are on that. So you can set your price and then see what your profit margin is. I like that kind of detail. And you can see it going back 8 weeks as well. So if something's on like a bit of a trend, you think, wow, green beans are starting to sell really, really well the last 3 weeks. I'm going to buy double green beans this week and make sure you've got enough to sell. I like that. But is it necessary in this version of the game where it's not the full version of the game, where I don't think we're going to make use of it yet? So I'm going to leave that for now. I don't think that's necessary. I think it'd be better off going down this route. This road, wouldn't it? So we could go walk-in freezer, so then we can get frozen items, but I think we'll stick with cool items first. So let's do produce stand or cool shelf. I think we'll go cooler shelf. You need 1 more token. It's a 2 token item. But I think that's what we'll do, so we'll save up for that then. Now, from my time off camera, when I stacked this up before the beginning of the episode, this goes, I think, another 1 or 2 times. You can't see over the top when it's fully laden. I think that's about its limit. I think does it have 1 more? I think it might have 1 more. But either way, you can get quite a lot of stuff on this. All right, Ruby has, I think, potentially gone on a break. Oh, no, there she is. Oh, oh. She's taken to her own initiative and thought, you know what, it's a bit quiet in here. I'm going to do some tidying up. And then disappear for some... Oh, and then ping over there. Oh, that's a clever magic trick. I think I'll give you a promotion, though, whenever I get the opportunity to do that. I do like the initiative. Well done. Rather than just stand there when there is something she could be doing, she went ahead and did it. How good is that from an AI employee in some of these games? I don't think I've ever played a game where they do that. Not unless they're specifically told to do so. Like, you can break them off from their task and say, hey, can you mind go and do this for a bit? But when it's quiet, to actually then go, you know what, it's quiet, I'm going to go and take those baskets over there. Very good. Can these go on the shelf yet? Can indeed. Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to go as a series. Like I say, there was good feedback for this. It was good to see, because I am a real fan of this game. But obviously, at the moment, we're still limited on the amount of stuff we're going to get. So it might just be a limited series, 5 episodes or so, maybe, until the full game. And then, obviously, with the full game, we'll have more products, more progress tree to do, more everything. Toilet paper is about full there, but it's fine. Pineapple juice. Not get any more on. It sounded like something else pinged just then. What was it? Was that a... It's not a token. It must have been an XP thing. So we've still got some more things. Ah. What do we need here? Cash register needs you. They've been standing there for a while, haven't they? I'm surprised we've not returned 15 shopping baskets yet. So that's got to be just me and not Ruby as well, then. But she's been returning them as well. And what we got left? Pineapple juice. Don't think we can get any more of that on. Green beans. Get some more of those on. And corned beef. Get some more of that on. Right, so they'll just stay there for a bit. But I don't think it'll take till the end of the day to get them on. That's fine. Place that there. Throw away 5 spoiled items. We're not really getting any spoiled items, are we? I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I think it's unlikely stuff's going to go off on the shelves. These are all quite long life items. I don't know if there's a date on them. But these are all kind of... Apart from like this, maybe will go off. But we're talking weeks or months, aren't we? Of everything here. So I think that's more for our cold stuff we've got to watch out for. Particularly if I don't put it back in the fridge. Because whilst you see I've just put stock down there because it's easier for now, I won't be able to do that, of course, with the cold items. I have to take them back and put them in the fridge. That's another one done. So we've earned a token through XP there, I think it said. So now we can. So cooler shelf, I think so. So that should give me, if I go into the build menu, that should give me the cooler here, and it has. So at least we can put some stuff in there. Now we can get 4 items on there. Go to orders a second. Cold. I'm guessing this is more for, or almost exclusively for, orange juice, chocolate milk, regular milk, and eggs. It's not going to be for produce, is it? I think these produce items are going to go on a produce shelf. I don't know why the bananas The bananas just go on a random shelf then? They must do, because you don't keep bananas... They're not on a cold shelf anywhere, are they? I don't think. We'll see. Well, I'll wait until we've got the shelving. And then we can add them in anyway. It might just be that they go on a shelf anyway, and that's fine, because they can go over here somewhere. Well, yeah, we have a cooler now, so we can do that. Do some decoration as well at some point. But I think we'll save that for the next one, the next episode. That looks like an item that needs to be returned. Yeah, I think I'll get some. Might get the fridges now, but I'll get the produce and stuff ready for next time. It's already 4:30, so there's not much point doing it now. So if we go to build cooler, $1,300 per cooler. Okay. I need some money. Excuse me, Rubes. Thank you. So I think we just, like she needed assistance there. I just click her, and then I think that solves the issue, which is what happened there. All right, we've got some money. Build. Cooler. I think we only need one cooler, really, don't we? Based on the fact we've only got 4 items for it, we only need one cooler. But where do we place said cooler? Guess I could go down here. In the full game, I'd like to put my shopping carts down here. But I don't think that's a necessary thing at the moment for us. So I could guess I could put my cooler just here, or I could put it over here, maybe. That's a bit squeezed in there. You won't be able to get to your crackers. I think we might need to have a bit of a rearrange. So I'm going to put that there. Yeah, I might have to, because where are we going to put our produce? I think what I'll need to do, so we'll probably do this next time, is I'm going to move the checkout to here. So people can check out just here, and then we can have like a produce line down this wall here, and maybe the fridge just here. I think that's what we'll do. We'll do that next time. I think that makes more sense, because at the moment we've just got this space that's kind of taken up by the checkout, and it's not used properly. So as long as I give enough room so Ruby can get around the back, that can go here just fine, and we can utilize this wall then, and this floor area. So we shall do that. I think there's a problem here. It's alright, Ruby. She's fine to buy tomato sauce. So if I don't do that then, I think that's when the item gets left behind. I think they get bored, and they go, you know what? Forget the manager. Just leave it. And I think they leave it behind. But if I get there in time and click, I think that's when they then take the item. Right, can I get some more of this stuff on the shelves by now? Some, but not all. Corned beef. Pineapple juice. No way I'm getting all of those on. Not even going to try. It's this one. Pineapple juice. We get 2 on. Crackers. We can probably get those on. Salt. I very much doubt, but you never know. Oh, there you go. 4. Nice. We can. Selling out a Coca-Cola again. I think I'll leave those items. So I might as well fast forward just a little bit, since we're not really needed right now. Look at Ruby go! There she goes, taking some more baskets. Hire an employee. I don't need any more employees. I think, to be honest with you, in this version of the game, yourself and your checkout cashier is more than enough. You failed tasks, but that's because I can't do them. Have 4 or more shelf slots with toilet paper on them. For $800. Now, you could cheat the system a little bit here, couldn't you? So if I just we sold out of paper towels. Wow, we sold out of paper towels. I didn't see that coming. To restock. I'll do that between the videos. But if I was to then just move, say, some toilet papers are here, and there, and then over here randomly. Have 4 or more. There you go. Okay, that's given us $800. Easy as that. And we can just remove it. Might as well get the order ready while we're finishing off here. So, order. So we know we need more paper towels, so we'll get some more of these. Where are they? Paper towels. Let's order... I think we should order a good 6 of those, probably. Probably order more, really, but we'll have 6 of them. We'll definitely get some more Coca-Cola, because that sells really well as well. Water has about sold out as well. Might get... You know what? I'm going to get 10 waters. Everything else looks okay, really. Not really selling out of rice and stuff, particularly. The crackers are on sale, but we've got a full supply of them. I mean, I could, because I could keep them in the storeroom. I could keep pineapple juice and crackers in there, but... And I would do if this... like I said, if this was like the full version of the game, I probably would. But we're making so much money, there's no real reason. I'm just going to use this as the storeroom for now. So rather than have boxes everywhere, we'll leave that for now. I think that will do for this particular order. But I might as well get some of this cold stuff as well, though. So I'll just buy one. No, we'll buy 2 of each. And hope for the best. I don't know how they go on the shelves, so I assume it'll be like as good as everything else is. So we could probably get multiple boxes on, but just in case that is not the case, we'll just have 2 of everything. All right, let's place that order. Probably could have done with some more cereal, but that's fine. I'll sort that next time. I think we're about done here. I think there's a few minutes left. Let's just fast forward to the end of the day. I think we are closed, aren't we? Store is closing, delivery on the way. So yeah, store's closed. And Ruby's on the way home. So Ruby works an extra hour at the end of the day. I assume that is to cover the fact that there could be people in store. If you get like a mad rush with like a minute to go, obviously you're going to have people in store. So I think that's why Ruby works another hour. She just stood there for an hour, really. I could have let her go early. Anyway, that will do today's video, I believe. So next time we'll do a little bit of a rearrange at the start of the episode, and then get some cold stuff going and get a produce line going down there and see where we end up after that. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you for another video very soon.